Weather Up. Hello, how are you
Good morning.
doing?
I'm great, Scott. Thank you. How are you?
Very well. Thank you for coming in so early.
Oh, no problem. It's easy.
Does the throat work at this time of the day?
We'll find out.
Shall we find out? Let's go for it before we talk.
Sure, why not?
What are you going to play for us?
I thought I'd do my song Little Bluebird for you. Yeah.
This song. Here we go. And a Weather Up with a live version of Little Bluebird.
Little bluebird sits high above a street crowd. She sings loud, no one hears her tune. That little bluebird sees all that goes on down there, and she still sings proud to the rising of the moon. Yeah, she sings, ooh, pretty tune. Ooh, to the rising of the moon. That little bluebird wonders how it came to this, that no one seems to care anymore. Oh, the noise of the street, it gets so loud, but she still sings proud underneath that moon. Yeah, she sings, ooh, pretty tune, pretty tune, underneath that moon. Yeah. Oh, oh. As she sits there to sing below the starry sky, she is saddened by lonely hearts. Was there some way for her to reach them and tell them it'll be alright? Maybe if she sings, ooh, pretty tune, to the rising of the moon, yeah, yeah, she sings, ooh, pretty tune, yeah, ooh, underneath that moon. A little bluebird sits high above a street crowd. She sings proud. Can you hear her tune?
That is exquisite.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And a Weather Up live in the 1233 studios here in Newcastle with her song Little Bluebird. You can hear all sorts of threads of influences in your voice, but it is no doubt all yours as well. So distinct, so
Thank you.
individual. What did you used to listen to? What has brought you to here?
Oh, I have a very eclectic, what's the word? Library of music in my head.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up singing in church. That was probably one of the first.
Is that right?
Yeah, up in Townsville every week.
And was there Islander influence in far north Queensland.
Absolutely.
That love of
I was
singing.
only saying that to someone the other day. Absolutely. Yeah.
What a great nursery as a musician.
Absolutely, yeah. That my exposure to music was, it was a beautiful way to start. So it wasn't like choir, it was more like singing groups. Yeah. And then when I was about and we do community events as well, so I had a little bit of experience of putting on shows and, music outside church. But when I was about maybe 19, 20, my uncle also heard my music, and he'd just come from Sydney, and he moved to Townsville, and he said, what are we doing with your music? So he introduced me to a publican there in Townsville, and I started playing in pubs as well. So it'd be Saturday morning in church and Saturday night at the pubs.
The best of both worlds.
Totally. I learned so much singing in pubs as well, just as much actually. And how to wrangle a crowd and
control a crowd.
Pretty much. Yeah, you can imagine, hey? So it was a good start, I think.
Yeah. I should tell folk as you were playing then, it was just wonderful to watch you as well as listen to you, that the surrounds just melted away, and I could see you just go into your own world.
Yeah.
Where are you going when you're playing?
I think I'm in the story. Yeah, I'm in the visuals that still hit me every time I do that song. I think sometimes when I write music, there's definitely a very strong visual of the song. So I'm probably there. I'm probably that little bird sitting on a wire somewhere on a windowsill, actually, looking down on a crowd. Yeah, a noisy crowd.
Observing.
Yeah, totally.
Crowd.
Actually, I think it was inspired by years of singing in pubs.
Is that right?
Yeah, because you'd start out in the it would be noisy and no one would be listening too much, but you didn't care. But sometimes by the end of the night, you'd all be sitting around, you'd be doing something crazy like Amazing Grace or Hallelujah or something, and people would just be dead quiet in a noisy pub. Yeah. So I think that's what the song was inspired by.
That's no mean feat. A few weeks ago we had John O'Reilly in, who, as you
amazing,
know, has started this thing called Songs Only from the Tunnels.
Yes.
The Fernley Track Tunnel.
Yep.
And he gets musicians in to perform. One of whom was yourself playing Correct. That very song.
Yes.
What was it like playing in the tunnel?
Oh, what a great idea. Like, hats off to John. I mean, he's such a go-getter for, local musicians. And great supporter of local acts, and he's such a great guy. I had a great time that night. The sound in that tunnel is so beautiful. It was actually a really fun evening. And, there was noises going on, like the water dripping that you can hear in the background, the people riding by or walking past. It didn't matter. It was still, the acoustics in there are amazing. And we took some really cool photos too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we had a great time. It was great, yeah.
And you've just finished a tour with a mate of mine.
Yes, she says hi, by the way.
Hi back to Amy, with Amy V.
Yes.
What's it like to go out on the road with another singer-songwriter, someone else who has that vision and that distinct voice, to bring together two distinct voices, two distinct visions on a stage?
To be honest, I don't mean to, sound like I'm over-exaggerating, but it is life-saving, actually. It's just been, life-giving, I should say. I'd never done a lot of touring or really hanging out with musicians too much, actually, over my life. I've always been pretty solo and kept to myself. Meeting Amy has just been, we get along. The car rides are some of my favourite parts because we just talk. Well, I talk a lot. She listens.
And what happens on the road stays on the
totally.
road. You know that.
We enjoy the same music. And I mean, I look up to Amy as such a beautiful songwriter. Yeah. She's so good and her voice is so good. So I have just enjoyed, it's just injected a whole lot of life into me that I don't think maybe was there before I met Amy. And we're not stopping. We've been doing it now for 2 years, and we did that mini tour on the weekend, supported by Arts Northwest. Yeah. So thanks to Arts Northwest for supporting us on that weekend that just went by. And we'll be doing some more towards the end of the year. I've got an album coming out later this year, so we've decided to hit the road again and play more. Yeah, it's so fun.
Have you thought of recording together?
Amy popped into the studio. I've been recording with Gareth Hudson here in Newcastle, Hazy Cosmic, shout out to him. And Amy just popped in to say g'day the other day, and I threw her in the studio.
Beware the musician who walks into the studio.
Correct. Like, I pretty much got it straight to her. So yeah, like recording song, I don't know. Like we've talked about writing some stuff together, and it's always tricky when we're on the road because there's just never any time, it feels like. So we've actually spoken about having like weeks away where we just go and sit around and write and see what happens. So yeah, that's certainly something I would like to see on the cards.
It'd be something
Yeah.
that a lot of us would love to hear, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You're talking about performing in regional areas,
Yeah.
taking it up through the northwest of the state, which
Mhm.
is fantastic. But you yourself live in a regional area.
I do.
In our area, you live in Cessnock.
I do.
To many musicians, you've got to be in the big smoke. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's just not right.
Yeah.
What's right for you as an artist about living in a regional area? How does that feed you? How is that a muse for you?
It's funny. I did live in Sydney for a little while when I met my husband. He's from Sydney, and I did live there for a little while and do some gigs. But after moving to the Hunter Valley and playing in some of those beautiful venues, I play a lot in the wineries. I just feel like the space in my life allows me to be far more creative than the noise of the city. I can go to the city. It's only 2 hours away. I mean, I am disconnected from some things, and I probably need to make more of an effort to be, in the cities for more that's happening in the industry. But in terms of being creative, I've just found my jam living in the country.
That's great.
Yeah, there's so much space in my life to be able to do that. So it's working well. And I get to, play wineries and get
That
paid
sounds pretty
sometimes
good.
in wine. Yeah, it's pretty good.
What could go wrong with that? So you're recording. you
Yeah,
mentioned.
yeah,
So what
yeah.
can we expect? What's ahead?
I have a new album coming out. It's called Delusional. It's a very controversial name, isn't it? I have an album coming out later this year. I've got one more day of recording, which will happen on Easter Monday. I've got one more song.
2 days.
Yeah,
2 days time.
yeah. In 2 days' time, I finish the album.
How are you feeling about that? Light at the end of the
So,
family track tunnel, so to speak?
I just feel so relaxed about this whole process. It's been a joy recording this album. Such a joy. It's just all full. I've just finished a crowdfunding campaign, and I did really well on that. And so I've got this beautiful community now of people awaiting the arrival of this new album. So I'll probably start releasing some singles maybe June, July, and then the album come out around September.
Awesome. Will
Yeah.
you come back in and play a Saturday session for us?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you.
I would love to.
I'll hold you to
I'll
it.
bring Amy V with me.
Hey, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
But for now, can you play us out with another song?
Yeah, I'd love to do a song called Let Them Sing. And this was written about my time on The Voice and just feeling sometimes like as an independent you get a bit drowned out by all the noise of the world. So this is for any independent or any person that feels like they're being a bit drowned out. Tick, 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 time flies away. I'm still searching for yesterday. Something happened along the way that's left me here I stay. I can feel it deep in my bones. I missed a boat and so it goes. Could someone please show me the way and navigate me out of this daze? Help me find yesterday. Lights fade up and they fade down. The songs in the air, distant sound. The heroes of the night can't be found as their dreams fall quickly to the ground. Well, I can feel it deep in my bones. I missed a boat and so it goes. Could someone please show me the way, navigate me out of this daze, and help them sing, hear them ring. Let them sing, hear them ring. Let them sing, hear them ring. Let them sing, hear them ring. Tick, 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 time flies away. I'm still searching for yesterday.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
Let them sing. And when you have singing like that, please let them sing. Anna Weatherup.
Thanks,
So
Scott.
good to see you.
Thank you so much for having
good
me.
to hear you.